Okay. Should be back. Apologies. So, okay. Now if I refresh. Yes. Okay. I think I'm live again. Right? No. Should be live. Here, if I hit the live thing. Okay. I am live. I think, yeah. Okay. Cool. And we're back. What is Metaphor? Metaphor ReFantazio, the newest game out by Atlus, created by the same team that does the Persona games. Here, I'll show you. Let me pop back over to the game now that the internet is back on. Okay, so I beat the boss. From what I saw on pulling it up on my phone, looks like the internet cut out right after I beat the boss. I put a point into endurance because you always could use more endurance. I haven't moved forward past that point, so.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... it was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
Okay. Looks interesting. Dang, it's expensive,
Your lad's
yeah.
out cold.
There's a demo if you want to try the first few hours of the game. That's what I'm doing right now. The game technically doesn't come out until next Thursday. But, you know, the demo's free to try out and stuff.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time.
I don't know. They've probably said if it is or not at this point. Because like I said, it comes out Thursday.
Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Oh, that's probably the thing that we're looking at when we... or whatever. Yeah. Through the mirror lies the prince. deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Louise cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Can someone catch me up?
Can someone catch me up here?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal...
Yeah, it's a much more traditional fantasy setting, but it's made by Atlus, so it's got their usual flair when it comes to art design and everything.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters...
So it's pretty interesting.
It was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you. Yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
There, I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands. And you'll raise them
Yeah,
at
I've
my
gotten
command.
a bit more familiar with their different series and everything, obviously, since I've been streaming the games more. I haven't, honestly, the first Atlus game I remember playing, well, the first Atlus developed game. I think I've probably played one of their published games before, but at least Atlus, like, internally developed game that I can think of is Persona 3 Fez, which I played like 4 years ago now. Getting to be 4 years. Almost 4 years now. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Louis Guillaburn, the treacherous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. Deadline unknown. How is that not the max rank? That's like the main plot. How is that only ranked 7 out of 10? What is beyond that? Hello? That's worrying. Probably the other quests are like continuations of this quest, and those are higher rank. But yeah.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Your Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting.
He definitely feels like the
Let's set up
mentor
our
character,
camp then.
which means he's probably going to die at some point.
Now, we should finally be able to get some
I don't
rest.
think this assassination
This is your
attempt
first
is going to go off
deployment,
without a hitch.
Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
Yeah, human. Can we find... This is all interesting stuff. I will want to look at that later, but...
But what the hell was that?
Oh, okay, they're going to explain it here.
It
Okay.
was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
I don't know, something about the visuals just feels
Did you
off.
learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found in those monsters.
Ah,
Well, the moon's still low. If
The
you've any
graphics
other
look kind of
questions,
low, but maybe that's my fault, because I could turn up the settings higher. Like, I could turn up the, like, texture quality and stuff, but... I don't know, even for that... It feels like you're just piling a lot of effects onto what is basically a PS3 game. Anyway. Tell me more about the
I
mission.
want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
I don't know, it just feels weird. Like, that fire model looks weird with, like, the coals. I don't know, it's just odd. Because that's clearly just a fire effect, like a standard fire effect. It's not stylized at all. They're trying to stylize other models just by giving them some sort of filter. I don't know, it just feels odd. Like, the characters don't blend in well. Okay, they shouldn't blend in with the background, but they don't feel like they're part of the world. They feel like they're kind of sticking out of it, you know?
and the three of us alone
It's like-
are supposed to stop him.
It almost feels like somebody took Unity, like, basic Unity store assets, put a filter over them, and stuck anime figures, like, stylized anime characters into the world. Yeah, it just feels a little off. Especially with, like, the thick border on stuff.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I
Doesn't
wouldn't
work
like to
super
survive
well when it
this.
comes to, like, small blades of
He
grass, I
will
think.
die by my hand.
I don't know, the, like, actual drawn portraits are, like, really good. But, I don't know, some of the... Look at that tree in the background. What is up with that tree? It looks off. It looks purple. Or, like, blue. I guess it's kind of like the lighting, but, like... Just looks a little off. And, like, very low res. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. It just feels a little off. How is a gold beetle a key item? Okay. Maybe it's like a collectible? Or like you can turn it in for stuff, I guess? It doesn't look bad. It's just the characters don't look like they fit into the world super well. They're like much more stylized than the world around them. Anyway. I don't know. It'll probably grow on me. I'm sure there'll be pretty nice views and stuff.
Ugh.
The lighting's not bad. The lighting of Persona 3 Reload was actually pretty good. I enjoyed the, like, lighting on stuff, but yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what he said on the first thing, and I had auto on. Never in all my life I witnessed anything like that power he used. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. Only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both. So let's get some rest. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. Finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you want to ask about that power, don't you?
Huh?
I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet, His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. Night of the attack. I was there.
I see.
Sorry, I'm butchering the accent, I know. Truly? It's incredible. I can save here, I should do that. Okay. What's that power in you, I wonder? Bree seemed to know something about it. Well, hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take the rest of the day off. Oh, sure. Okay. Guys, talk to them anymore. It's getting late. We'll talk about details tomorrow. I'd like to talk some more. We have more than a few stories to swap, but I'd like to hear how the Sanctum is faring myself. As it stands, I'm in need of some shut-eye. All right.
You know,
All right.
can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I know.
I know. I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It is kind of your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but
It really isn't.
look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
Oh, he wants to read more of the book. Okay.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Oh, hello. Leonardo da Vinci, is that you? Oh, cutscene. Oh, I think I've seen this in trailers. This is where you can change your,
Nice to meet you.
like, job or whatever.
I've been waiting.
Archetype? Yeah.
And now you've acquired a most interesting power.
This is the same voice that was the fourth wall break at the start,
Truly
wasn't
an
it?
Intriguing one.
I think so. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
Okay. A little on the nose there, aren't we?
Alas, accounts as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can
No, it's not
speak
long enough.
directly to your
Yeah,
mind.
true. There definitely some parallels to pull from Persona, though, with like the whole Velvet Room thing. Oh, hello. Hello, music. Interesting. That's a very triumphant, heroic theme. Yeah, it's a very... I don't know, it's a lot more in your face than I thought it would be for this kind of setting.
So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magla within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you.
It's almost like we had the power of the wild
Perhaps
card or
you
something.
are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero.
Yeah, from my
One
understanding,
who can drive away calamity and
different
evil
party members will have
from
specific
no
archetypes
man's
only
form.
they can access, but the MC will have access to a lot more archetypes overall than everybody else.
Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals.
I could be wrong about that, but that's my understanding just from looking at trailers and stuff.
I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
I wonder what mechanical purpose the bond system serves in this game. Because I know what kind of purpose it serves in Persona, obviously, but I wonder what what purpose it will serve here. Okay.
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hath awakened to the arcana of the hermit. Oh, sorry, wrong game. Wait, no, they're literally saying within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Wait, we're straight up just doing... Okay. Alright, so we have different social links for different archetypes. I see. We're straight up doing that, huh? Alright.
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
So yeah, it's literally just... The farther you get in your bonds with people, the stronger your archetypes get. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure.
Now let's see what manner of story.
Man, the fact that they're reusing sound effects from the Persona series for this game does not help the Persona comparisons. I don't know. I do wonder how much it is fair to compare this game to Persona. I guess we'll see once I get into the actual gameplay. Because right now we're still doing tutorial stuff. I imagine we'll get a smidge of like actual gameplay in the tutorial or in the demo here. But I do wonder. There's definitely some elements that are very clearly Persona inspired. were slightly tweaked from Persona. So I do wonder. I think it's fair to compare somewhat, but it's equally as fair to compare to like SMT and stuff, because like it's literally the same team that worked on Persona that's working on this game. So it's just comparing things to their previous work. So new ability, Seeker Archetype. Party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in Academia. Okay, so then the party members can now swap over to the Seeker. Okay, Bright-Eyed Soon allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in Academia. Okay, so okay, one more, haha. Rank one more. Okay. Can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker from Moore. Okay. Followers. Moore is the first of your followers. People that support your quest as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. Moore is just the first of many, so keep an eye out. Okay.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's elements of SMT, there's elements of Persona. I think probably it's going to lean more in the Persona direction than the SMT direction overall. But obviously it's in a different context. I do think it's going to land somewhere in the middle, both in terms of difficulty and in terms of, like, mechanics. Because we do have, like, a journey across a world, kind of like some of the SMT games. But there's a time mechanic attached to it, like with the Persona series. There's bonds like the Persona series. But, you know, you have the press turn system like the SMT series. So I think it's going to land somewhere in the middle. It's definitely going to be an Atlus game, but it's going to be in a different context. The only thing is I'm wondering where it's going to be different, because it still needs to make a name for itself. It still needs to distinguish itself from being just somewhere in between Persona and SMT. It needs to have its own thing going on. It has its own setting, which helps a lot. Like, it's a very different setting, but it definitely needs to do more to distinguish itself both from a narrative and gameplay level. But yeah, we'll see, I guess.
From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
I don't know. I just don't think that it's just a simple change. Well, I say simple change of scenery. It is a whole new setting. I will grant it that. It's an entirely new setting, but if they want us to feel like it's a third pillar, like it's separate from Persona or SMT, they will have to add elements that are not found in either of those games. The same way that there are elements of SMT that are not found in Persona and vice versa.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Oh gosh. Never see it coming.
Glad you'll be our Vanya. And get trial of fire. The sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
Okay.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case...
This road should take us to Grand Trad.
All right.
We'll check for our way around. Next stop, Grand Trad.
This place here.
The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your
We're
guard
going
down.
be going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go.
Good.
We should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines.
Oh,
located
voiceover.
Northwest of
Interesting.
Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
I like the cloth texture of the map. The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What's the matter?
What happened?
I may be imagining it, but
Hmm.
I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
It's deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your
Looking for an opportunity to escape? Don't forget I have my eye on you. Singular.
Look at that!
Hey, look! Up in the air! That large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky and then goes for an ambush. So what now? Like we needed another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out? No, we have to keep moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Pushing forward.
Interesting. Now I have the,
Stop!
Hold on, there's some wild dogs over there.
What's wrong? Oh. Got it?
Okay, once you've assessed their strength, prepare the next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Now size up that Honda. What do you make of it? It's weaker? Indeed, you slipped out of Death's grips at the forest, so this should hardly be a challenge. Press left trigger to activate face sight and identify his enemy's color value to strength. Oh, good. Persona 5 again. Would you consider Persona 3 older than me? I was born in September 6, 2006. According to my mug, Persona 3 came out in 2007, but that might be the English release. So not much younger than you, I'll say that. Not sure when it came out exactly in Japan, so. Lower level enemies grow blue, yellow, red. Yeah, so it's literally Persona 5 stuff. Okay, sure. Once you've leveled up to a certain point, you can think you can overpower enemies. You can simply approach the enemy to see if their colors change. Okay. When engaging a weaker foe, clear your mind. Okay, put them to sword. Yep. Right. Okay. So if you're of a high enough level, you can just, like, deal with enemies on the overworld. You can lock on with L1, the left bumper.
Give it a shot.
And I get experience from that. So that's cool. Alright. I had hopes for this battle system of being able to deal with enemies on the overworld. So far, so good.
Hold on.
Ah, that's right. I have one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Squad battle. Use squad battle based battle on the enemy after depleting its break gauge. Great advantage. However, if you are attacked by an enemy stronger than you, and you will be forced into a battle where the enemy is at advantage. Survey the situation. Use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Okay. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity. Decide the sun. The first to jump strike face side will help you determine. Okay.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Trad. I need to be sure you can defend yourself.
That being the case,
Let's give him a fight. Give him my order.
Okay. Trying a battle. Oh, wow. If you're unhappy with how a battle is going, you can restart it from the beginning by pressing, I think that's down on left thumbstick, or, yeah, left thumbstick, I think. That's weird. Pressing assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you can have. Okay, that's just, yeah, convenience from Persona games. Yep. I think SMT5 might have had that. Retry is weird. That's a weird system. See if it's weak to wind at all. Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about, Gold. I am several years older than you.
That'll do it.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Personally, I feel like I was born at a weird and interesting time. It was the start of the 2000s, so things were changing over from the 90s to the early 2000s, and then later on. Like, I can still remember a time when smartphones weren't, like, ubiquitous, and, like, where even flip phones were still pretty new.
We can do this. Come forth, royal soul.
Tougher than I thought.
You're here?
Take this!
I think I'm getting used to this.
Be careful. There's more of them.
Do you mean the games were instead of where? You mean the games weren't super advanced? I guess that's true. Games were still somewhat in their infancy. Only, like 20 some years old at that point.
I won't hold back. Scour. Last one.
Take this!
They die hard.
The freedom of a want seeker. Wind.
Even easier than
But yeah, games have definitely changed a lot in, like, the time that we've both grown up.
That'll do it.
Like, one of my first games was Pokemon Blue, the original Pokemon games. So yeah, to see where they've come since then, even if the series isn't in a great place right now, technically speaking, like from a gameplay or from certain aspects of the games, but they've definitely come a long way since the first game, obviously.
Let's stay calm. Seeker. Scour. Just one left.
Take this!
I chose the wrong opponent. That was the last of them.
Do we have controllable party members? Not yet. Looks like the other two are still guests.
What is it?
I haven't seen you lot about around these parts before. You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? You seem dodgy yourself. You really think I look like a bandit? Oh, hell. At the very least, I suppose you're not crooks. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think I'm so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed.
But
What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I'm a regular nearby, so I came for business. Beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assume a human appeared. For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies. Didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? I'm kind of what? Eh? What, I'm trying to do an accent?
Now then.
If you're about to say I'm kind of stupid, you can say it, but I already know that. Forgetful, also true. I think I'll save the rest of my money for now. Oh, have you found something worth selling? I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods. Lots of rubbish. But some materials, too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today, though.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beasts settle down some. You find something worth selling? Well, you know where to find me. I think I hate about Persona 5, there's a lot of red, and I don't see red as a bright color. It's kind of dead to me. Yeah, I guess if you were like... If you have, some form of color blindness, certain Persona games are probably, especially with their UI, is probably pretty annoying. Like, if you have red-green color blindness or something and play, like, Persona 5 or whatever, it's like, So, I could definitely see that kind of stuff. I do think that, like, I wonder if this game is almost going too far in the amount of effects it has on screen. I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot going on with, like, on-screen effects for this game.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Okay.
I think we're in the clear.
The attack button isn't as responsive as I'd like it to be. I was hoping there would be a little bit more responsiveness in how the character fights on the overworld. Instead, it feels a little bit like Persona 3 Reload with the
Take this.
Let's keep this up. There are some enemies left. Stay sharp.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to be more careful with the overworld stuff, but yeah.
Okay, let's get this all we got.
So far, not too bad, but I imagine it's a lot like some of the Persona games where if you're on harder difficulties and you get complacent, you can definitely easily lose on if you're get caught off guard or whatever. Weaknesses are still a thing, so I assume that I also have them. So I can be hit with weaknesses and and they can gain press turns and stuff.
Hopefully that's the last of them for a while.
But yeah, it is definitely interesting to see them balance hard mode around more press turns for the enemy. What? Oh yeah, I missed. I got attacked from the back apparently.
Hold on.
Take this.
Still in the early phases of an RPG where punching people is mostly what we're doing.
Still standing. Die hard. Don't sell a mercenary shot. How are they getting a head start? Thanks.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool skill.
We did it.
I think that's all of them.
Can I save here? No. Still can't check my status. Hold. The area has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it seems that the beaten monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Or would you rather we come at you? Man, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't you? Bastard lived long enough. Kill him quick! Peril.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter!
Take this. It's our turn now.
Oh, I'm being targeted, so I should probably just guard here. Press B to guard, or press circle to guard, which consumes one turn icon. Guarding greatly decreases the damage your character takes, prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemies from gaining turns too. Okay.
What's that? I think something's coming. Watch out!
Garda!
So similar to, again, to SMT Persona, guarding blocks weaknesses. Are we weak to fire then? Probably. Yeah, there's hard damage, because we would have died without guarding there. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members to deliver and receive, depending on their position. Interesting. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks, but those in the back row deal less melee damage, but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by pressing the keys assigned up and down to move party members between rows. Okay, interesting.
To the rear guard. Seeker! Scour! Still here?
Take this.
Got no mercy for you!
Hold still.
Here they come!
Vitus power. With healing power.
My thanks.
Yeah, maybe I should have invested more into magic, seeing as the MC is the only one who can use magic at this point in the game.
What's that? I think something's coming.
Bracing.
Watch out!
Take this. Razo.
What was
Got
that,
no
Grius?
mercy for you! Here they come!
Seeker!
Let's do this! Oh, please! Blast!
I won't hold
I will say you can't skip animations, just like with the more recent Persona games, but also animations are a lot shorter. So the overworld, you can attack enemies. If you attack an enemy who's weaker than you, you can kill it outright. So like low-level enemies, you can kill outright on the field. They can also attack back and deal chip damage to you if you're not paying attention, though. Enemies of similar or stronger than you can attack you on the field and get the advantage if they attack you. But you can also attack those enemies and break down their defenses, so you get the advantage when you go into turn-based battles. So it's a system to like make battles against low-level enemies go much quicker, while still allowing you to have interplay on the overworld to determine whether you or the enemies get the advantage when you start a fight. The soldiers from the fort? They survived. No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know. I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
Here we are. Looks so creepy. Oh, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it. Okay. Let me go ahead. There's an autosave. Can we save here? We can. Okay. Making multiple saves in case I need to replay parts of this demo before the main game comes out. Last night's incident wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Clearly they lacked the manpower and needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this mine while we can. So it wasn't just my imagination. To think we were being followed this whole time. But like Ria said, something's off. When that human came out of nowhere, it wiped out all the soldiers to the last. And again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case... No, it couldn't be.
What is it?
These come
I'm highly recommended.
Okay.
Now then.
Sarah used to be quite a bustling little hub, but these days only the curious tend to get close. Of course, I made a fortune those days. Now I'm lucky to get loose change. From the looks of it, the veins were far from depleted, so why'd the Sanctus Church order the mine's closure? Money's no good if we're dead. It's Flames Day, huh? Interesting. I wonder if they'll, like... Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we have to go forward. At least I saved, so if I need to come back to this part, I can.
Wait a second.
Wait. There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? You're not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, it'd be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the crown theocracy coming down on this place, right?
Then
Oh, sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Sure, let's go. If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste. I know I've been trying to do the accent on and off. I know, it's just annoying to keep doing all the time, to be honest with you. Also, I'm not confident in my ability to do it accurately and to have enough variation between cast members. It's dead quiet. Are you sure there's still people working here? The disquieting stillness you feel? Those are your instincts luring you to the bloodlust in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely... Oh, deserters! You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we've walked right into an ambush. They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run, and if you don't comply, then the miners will pay the price for your insolence.
Wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human... Oh, yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Or our orders are to let no one escape. It appears we've stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now. Oh, okay. They were weak enough I could cut them down.
Stop right there.
Anything back here? Yep. Oh, interesting. When I dash my... Like the glowing lines appear. Over there, someone's collapsed. Guessing it's one of the miners? Yeah.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
Life is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
Did you see the weird spell names? They were from Digital Devil Story. Well, some of them are. I haven't looked at them too closely yet. I haven't gotten far enough into the game for the menu to allow me to look at my status. Hey, Sophie. How's it going?
To send a message, boy. Either we give
This
ourselves
game
up,
is pretty good so far.
these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
Cool, cool. Yeah, just trying out the demo since the game's coming out next week.
We've been spotted. On your guard. I can't believe this.
I bet we'll find a use for that.
Can't believe you've done this. What?
No way.
Isn't that... Just so I thought. It all makes sense now. It appears that we're expected. Guessing it's that one captain guy? Yeah. He doesn't want us
I knew I'd
relaying
find you here.
back that, You mostly play this game on your stream? No, I mostly play Atlus and, like, Persona and stuff. This is the newest game from Atlus, or at least the demo for it. The full game comes out next week. So, it's interesting because, you know, Persona and the other series that they do are mostly based in like modern settings. So like, or modern settings with a twist. So it's interesting that they're doing a fantasy style game.
You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Hey, Eclipsa, how's it going?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only
It's been a
pile
while,
of bodies
Lorenzo.
prove that to the
And
public.
is the Etrian Odyssey games internally developed then? I thought they were externally developed and then just published by Atlus. I could be wrong on that. And Last Bible was in the 90s, my dude. It has been a while since Last Bible, if I remember correctly.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Oh yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the vibe so far. I'm hoping it'll do more to distinguish itself from just like Persona, but so far it's very much a mix of elements of SMT, the main franchise, Persona, and the fantasy setting.
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily.
Atlus developed them? Oh, okay. I thought they were developed externally and then just published by Atlus. It's hard to tell sometimes because they do publish a lot of stuff in the West
That's why those sons and daughters
that like
died.
aren't developed internally by them.
For your savior.
Like I said, it's a mix of elements of Persona and SMT with the fantasy setting.
The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who...
Not necessarily, but there's a decent chance that yes, he's the one who refused to help when your village got burned to the ground by a human.
7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh yes, that might have been a name.
Oh, is this? Yeah, this is Awakening soon. Okay.
You left one survivor.
The overworld gameplay a little bit, yeah.
Help me!
You can attack more on the overworld than in past games to get the advantage in the actual turn-based battle. But it's only to gain an advantage in turn-based battles or to kill enemies that are like way under leveled to you, so you don't have to spend a bunch of
You're a disgrace to your title.
short battles
I may not make it out alive.
dealing with like level 1 or level 2 enemies or anything that's like way under leveled to you.
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals
Well,
the
Pradeep,
king's own
this is
path.
an Atlus game made by the Persona devs. Although on a personal level, yes, I do play games other than Persona.
What the? Oh, no. I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory. This is the way of the real world, little lordling.
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you!
I wonder what the symbolism behind tearing out, like, the metallic hearts is. He's using it like a microphone. Yeah. Well, I played Yakuza not that long ago too. Oh wow. That's so what? That's so unexpected. I guess that must be supposed to be like the other people from his village. He's probably a DLC outfit, don't worry. Legitimately, like, all the DLC outfits are, hey, do you want to dress up as Joker from Persona 5?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that. This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it. Cover me.
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield.
Oh, gotcha. There's a wind-up on his attacks. Gotcha. So just guard if you see him about to do the thing. Deals weak physical slash damage to one enemy. Okay. Uh-oh. Gosh dang it. We're back. Are we good? Ew. Internet is not being happy right now. I don't have anything running in the background, do I? I don't think I do. I closed Discord and stuff. Let me just check. I know the game paused. I'm like... Here. Maybe quit that? I don't know. I had VLC open. I don't think that would do anything. I think the internet's just being wonky today. It already cut out once today. Looks like it didn't drop. Okay. We had a rough patch there, but all right. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. All right.
In the name of justice, I'll cut you down.
I will fight with pride. I won't hold back. Scour. It's still up.
No holding back. Hack and slash.
So easy.
You gotta aim better than
Die
that.
already.
Wind.
Yeah. Yeah, the game's just is a full $70, isn't it? I think so.
Warrior. I'll cut you down.
I'm playing the free demo right now, so if it's interesting to you, you could try that out. For free, obviously. So, there's that. And the progress can be transferred over to the main game if you decide to buy it. Which is part of the reason why I'm playing it now, even though the game's not out. Because I can just transfer over the progress.
Vanquish evil.
The freedom of a seeker. Wind.
Die! 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 You!
Ouch.
Die!
Probably heal somebody with the MC a minute.
Warrior! Luis!
Oh, nope. Okay, he went down. Alright. Ooh, we got a captain's uniform.
Not bad.
Oh, wow.
Not bad at all.
That guy leveled up twice. Oh, I guess he couldn't level up till now. That's probably why. As he was probably storing XP until this point in the game. So. No regional pricing? Straight $70? Dang. I think they did that with P3R too. Yeah, it's super annoying. I do wonder if it's going to be on Game Pass like P3R was. At least there it was somewhat better because it was Game Pass, but yeah. Alright, let's get Endurance to 10 and then we can start putting points into something else. Probably Magic.
New skills, new possibilities.
Harukaja. Yeah, they straight up brought back like Charukaja and stuff. Oh, and we can finally see passives and stuff. Okay, so this is, yeah. This looks pretty similar to like Demon or Persona stats and everything. Chase support. Make support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in overworld combat. Okay. And then sweeping slash, weak physical damage, cyclo, medium wind damage, tetra break. Negates one enemy's repel physical skill. Yeah, so it's straight up just like taking stuff from at like SMT and stuff, like names. I mean, that's fine. It'll help me remember what's what, but yeah, the UI of these games is always pretty good. Sorry, something about the animation of him running away is just very silly looking.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I see keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
We're brother in arms, after all.
We're brothers in arms, my friend.
Brothers in... yes. I'll do my best to deserve that honor. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll.
It literally is just the I am thou, thou art I thing. Holy cow. It really is just the social link system, but pared down slightly. It's gonna be funny if, like, rank 2 is just cooking something with Stroll or something. Gosh. Alright. They literally use the same sound effects, too. Like, some of the same sound effects they use in, like, Persona 5 for social links. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just, like, literally, like, Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, it'll be interesting to see if any of the stuff that happens, or, like, any of the mechanics from this game end up in Persona 6. I think the overworld stuff, like the overworld combat, could probably make its way into more mainline stuff, honestly. I definitely see that happening. I'm not sure about some of the other stuff, but at least that makes sense. Cookie says... Oh, hey guys. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Jail Lizard? The party can now study the warrior. Hey, thanks for following, Jail Lizard. Love the camp, thanks. It's I had to get my best angle.
Your taste is impeccable.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I definitely wanted to try the demo, especially since you can transfer over progress.
Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean?
Gotcha.
Huh? Wait, what?
Oh, she's here with us this time. That's interesting.
Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy.
Yeah, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. I have to update that raid thing. It's still just the default one. I keep forgetting to do that. I keep writing it down, too.
Hey, you gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I probably won't get to it like right on Thursday, but probably on Friday.
Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
the bond
that
thing.
same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes.
The bond thing really is just the social link system but pared down, isn't it? Like, literally the narration is so similar when starting a new bond. It's very funny. It literally is too. Like, you even have like the power of the warrior instead of like the arcana of like hermit or something. It very much is like kind of the same thing. It very much is like pretty much the same system. Gallica's best girl. I'm glad that Gallica, it is not a high-pitched voice, I will say. I've seen people say they spend as much time in the prologue as Persona 5. Yeah, I'll probably see about, like, maybe poking around a little bit. Because the demo's not super long, so probably when I stream tomorrow, we might, like, go back and, like, grind a little bit, or poke in. I'm making saves at different spots so we can go around and poke around and stuff if we need to. Tomorrow. But yeah, there's probably people who are going to try and get to like level 99 before the game properly comes out.
Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Yeah, I do enjoy the game so far. I just hope it distinguishes itself, because right now it's a mix of SMT and Persona, which is good with the fantasy setting. I just hope it distinguishes itself apart from those two. I hope it has elements, especially gameplay-wise, that aren't in either of those. I think the job system will probably be one of those elements, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. We haven't gotten that far into the game yet. More or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention to trailers and stuff around the time that this demo came out to like people playing at trade shows and stuff. So I've seen some of this stuff, especially the stuff around the keep or whatever, and people talk about that. But I haven't like looked at any like people. I haven't looked at any reviews of people who got their hands early on the game, or like any trailers or anything past that, because I didn't want to be spoiled too much. I like completely broke down one of the trailers to figure out how the job system worked and everything, like frame by frame. And then I stopped. I was like, okay, this is getting too much. If I go too much farther, I'm gonna start like theorizing about what the story is, and then I'm gonna be disappointed one way or another, or I'm just gonna get like way over my skis on that.
Hey, hold on a second. Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me.
I do hope Gallica is good. Gallica's been good so far, because like Gallica is obviously our companion and guide for this game, so if she's annoying, it's going to be Morgana 2.0 all over again, but so far she seems pretty good. Again, I'm glad they didn't give her like a high-pitched squeaky voice or something, because that is something that happens quite often with like pixies or fairies.
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right? Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage.
Yeah.
Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I like how we don't have the handshake. Too bad.
I won't lead you astray.
I was kind of hoping we'd have the like one finger full hand pixie handshake, you know, where you stick out the finger and you shake hands with a pixie or something. The party can now study the mage. Okay. All right. Have a good rest of your day, Jay. Thanks for the raid. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend and everything. Consists a heroic embodiment of the mage from Gallica. Okay.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them.
Okay. Interesting.
This right here.
So... Okay. What I'm about to show you is a lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Got it. So... Gotcha. Continuing on with bonds and leveling up your archetypes unlocks new subtypes of the archetype, probably, or variations of the archetype. Each of you has your own chart. You will find these charts, uses these charts in the assigning of archetypes. Firstly, let's consider the one-eyed warrior, who yet bears no archetype. Open Grius' lineage chart, please. Okay. This is a chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain an archetype by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need Magla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Magla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. What this means is you will need to gather magic, I guess, from your battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Okay. So, okay. Gotcha, it's job XP. Each character can study archetypes, yep. Corresponding icon. Okay. Once a character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu to change their channeled archetype at no cost. Okay.
That means...
To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here you may achieve that through the study of archetypes and their deepest secrets.
Now then.
Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. Okay. Magnetite. Yeah, from the SMT series. I mean, there is probably some overlap. So there's the warrior, the seeker, or the mage. We probably want to give him, like, seeker or the warrior, right? We don't know what his stats are, but he's definitely physical-based. Interesting. I wonder what the heart thing is. I hear a familiar voice. Magic is which manifests itself from yearning. It is a thing born of the heart. That most resonant vessel is in thee, which awakens with a roar. Thou art its speaker. 'Tis thy means to shout down thy fears with a voice like thunder. The heroes of old perished, only possessing one. Yet this marks thee apart. Thou can acquire and wield many. Who are you? This voice. Can't remember. Interesting.
This power.
So it's the same thing. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's give him the warrior, I guess, for now, right?
I see.
Skill descriptions. Heat up, passive, increases physical attack skill by 10%. Attacks increase further if archetypes is the same lineage or present. Interesting. Increases slash attack by 20%. Okay. It's interesting that they have the... It's interesting that they have the physical split from, like, Persona 3 and everything. Because it basically is like the Persona 3 elemental system. I do think that having the split on physical damage makes for much more interesting gameplay when it comes to having an elemental system like this. Okay. Yeah.
This right here.
Ah, that would be the archetype that young nobleman recently awakened to. The warrior's domain is physical offense. by way of my weighty greatsword. Few other archetypes can compete with its raw destructive power. Yet that specialization comes at a cost. It has virtually no utility or support outside of hard hits. If your aim is to overwhelm the enemy with brute force, I'd say this is a fine archetype to do it with.
Alright.
500 magic is required to channel the warrior. Yep. That's fine.
Sure.
Yes, he's earned my trust.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Stroll, another worthy wield of archetypes joins your ranks. From the sanctum, I shall speak to the heart of the man who, with the eye patch. Rias, feel his resolve, and let a new soul dwell in his heart. I hear the voice of past hero souls. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior.
What did you see?
What is this? Is it truly an archetype? This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe. It's finally in my grasp. Our warrior archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
I didn't think I could grow anymore.
Okay. Changed equipment. Okay, interesting. So equipment is class-based or archetype-based.
Fascinating.
Good to know. The man with the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you and that noble youth with the new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now and from here on. Okay. Unknown. I need Ranker. I need to max out Seeker, and then I need a bunch of magic. And I need to get to rank 3 with more. Interesting. So, you can't just grind up and get all the jobs. You're gated by progressing with the bonds with people. Which I'm guessing to some extent are story locked. Using fire, ice, and electric magic, it excels at hitting enemies' weak points. Magic recovery. Hero passive. In overworld combat, recovers MP each time an enemy is stunned or defeated. Hello. Life aid. Is that you? Deals weak fire magic to one enemy. Deals weak ice magic. Electric. Passive is max MP. Increases magic skills attack by 10%. Okay. Yep, it's pretty much a Final Fantasy job system. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's like, yeah. We'll see how it goes with, like, mixing and matching skills. But it pretty much is, like, a pretty standard job system, it seems like, so far. I guess we'll keep our current one for right now. We could swap over to Mage. At the very least, I'd kind of like to unlock that for the MC. We could just unlock it for now. Yeah.
I see. Fascinating.
The Mage. This is the archetype he sends from Gallica's Way of Life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a good teacher who manipulates the force of magic at will and performs miracles in the name of the one who leads.
All right.
Yes.
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
Really?
So, this is the power of the mage's soul. No matter the magic, I shall see to its mastery. Those still suffering in this land. The mage archetype has awakened. Okay.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
No, not for right now. Okay. And then Stroll is probably fine. Yeah. So if I get to rank 3 with Stroll, I can unlock his second one. So, interesting. It's interesting that he can unlock the mage thing. So I'm guessing you're probably going to want to max out most jobs in endgame. You'll probably want to specialize each person kind of like into certain areas, and they have inherent stats, so you'll want to build them in certain ways. But in the end game, you can kind of mix and match so far, it seems. I'm guessing there are one or two like jobs that are inherent or like specific to different characters, but it may not be the case. It's hard to say at this point in the game. At least in the early to mid game, you'll probably want to specialize different party members to do different things, but probably in like late game you can max out most, if not all, the jobs for every character. Although that would probably take a while. By talking to more in academia and studying archetypes, maybe unlock new archetypes, gain useful strategies, by attending Moore's lectures, or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves. Huh. You can attend lectures. Hey! New features in the main menu. We finally unlocked the actual main menu, or the actual pause menu. Oh, you can swap classes on the fly. Okay, that's nice. Royal virtues. You can now check the stats of your royal virtues, your qualities necessary in a king, from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways. Are these just social stats?
What now?
Hey, there's your proper pause menu. Okay. Oh, interesting. A screenshot of hovering over the equipment thing is what I base the thumbnails like episode counter on. So it's this color with like the paint splotch thing. I guess there are different colors for each of these. Okay. Interesting. So you can see their hands for the skills. Items, we're looking at pouches. That makes sense. Equipment shows this. This is probably where you can also change your archetype. They use different fonts here, which is interesting. See the party. Tactics. Let them decide. Act normally. So there's still the tactics menu, so you can do that if you want. Follower. This is, yep, bonds. So there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Currently, that's only our only quest. Calendar. The whole calendar system. Royal funeral. Ending a mourning period. Forgiveness day. How far does the calendar go? Interesting. So the calendar goes for 10 months, or sorry, for 4 months so far. Interesting. It looks like they've only got a 5-day calendar system here, which is also interesting. And each month is 30 days. It's possible that the calendar only extends as far as the demo goes, which would be surprising if it goes all the way to the 10th month, or the game itself, the main game, will go farther with its calendar. But at the very least, in the demo here, you can only see up to the 10th month. I wouldn't be surprised if the demo only goes up through this first month here, seeing as they've only got like 2 or 3 things here. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that they've changed the calendar system, so it's not a one-to-one with their Gregorian calendar that we follow. I'm sure there is a 5-day calendar system if you look back through history, because we didn't always use our current calendar system, but oh gosh, there's like a lot of stuff in the glossary. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hey, cat! Aw.
That's a good kitty.
I don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh?
This cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here. Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. Hero's incense. I obtained a hero's incense.
That's a good boy.
Oh, looks like he's taken a shine to you. That's a valuable item, so do hold on to it.
This place.
What is this place? Is it a dream? If it is, it's a very vivid one.
now.
Here's incense. Increases archetype experience by 100. Oh, I guess we just use that then on Magus. Yeah, use it just on our current job. Might as well. Squad Tactics Handbook. Okay, so this is tutorials. If I need to read a tutorial, I can do that. Party formation tips. Gotcha. Make sure you have a well-balanced party. Okay. So tutorials on different mechanics. I think I'm good on that for right now.
Please do make yourselves comfortable.
Lectures.
What would you care to know?
More tutorial stuff.
Does this
You want to know about cats? Ah, about that cat in particular, I'm afraid he's a mystery to me too. Dear as he is, when I woke in this place, he was already here.
That's a good boy.
But he eases my mind. Petting him helps this place feel less lonely. Indeed, I feel as if I've known him for all my life. For whatever reason. Interesting. So mysterious cat. Ooh.
Here, kitty.
What a cute cat.
Oh,
Aw, look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute. He probably does. Mysterious kitty. Royal virtues. Oh, yeah, so it's literally social stats. Okay. I like the crown thing. The crown vibe they've got with the UI here. That's cool. So you've got courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. I think that's more... No, that's as many social stats as there are in Persona 5. Because Persona 5 has the star with the 5 points as well. Interesting. Yeah, this really does feel like a Persona spin-off, you know? It's weird. It feels like... yeah. Well, it feels like what it is. It's a fantasy game made by the Persona people. That's literally what it is. Alright, so what are we supposed to do here? What is the passive that allows you more crit for your team? There probably is one. I haven't seen it yet. There's probably a job with that passive, though. But in terms of SMT and Persona, it's called Apt Pupil, if I remember correctly. APT Pupil. Apt
My
Pupil.
young friend, you are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you.
Or, do you mean Auto Rebellion? Because you said passive. More crit for your team. I don't think there's a passive that allows the whole team to crit more. Unless it's a specific skill that I haven't seen yet in like a specific SMT game or Sona. Or whatever. Because Apt Pupil is usually the crit up skill. Otherwise, there's crit boost and crit amp in Persona 3 Reload, but that's a very new thing.
To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire
And Apt
more
Pupil
archetypes
is
and bring them together.
much more effective than those two. Because I think Apt Pupil in Persona 3 Reload is like a 2x multiplier on crit chance. Crit boost and crit amp are slight increases on crit chance. And they stack on top of that, but still not nearly to the extent of 2xing it.
After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to
The music here really does not fit the vibe of this area, I feel like.
open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew. As
I don't know.
vivid
I'll get
as
used to
you
it, but it really...
I'm sure that will be
It's a
enough
little bit in your face for how much you're going to be hearing it, I feel like.
as long as you
But
walk your
I guess you probably won't spend nearly as long in here as you would in the Velvet Room. You're only going to be unlocking archetypes in here for the most part. And hang out with more. So you won't be like doing a bunch of fusion in here or anything.
what? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told them about archetypes and the gist of what I learned. Okay.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still.
It's funny that, oh shoot, I'm forgetting his name.
I follow your lead now.
But it's funny that his default, like, standing position is tapping his foot impatiently.
We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here.
Stroll,
Clearly
that's
got a
right.
sense for this,
I'll remember
and
it
I'd rather
eventually.
make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Alright. Now I can actually choose what they do.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Okay. How are we doing on time? Speaking of time. Oh, we still got a while. I'll go probably for like another hour or so.
What's up?
You don't see anything there? I don't sense anything off. What are you on about? No one else can really see him? Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Could it get any more Velvet Room? Could it get any more Velvet Room? Oh my goodness. Oi! Are you a lot alright?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner. Assumed there'd been some accident. Looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. It was the military. What business would they have at a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me if they're after the miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how did you get in here? I'm sure the entrance and exit was sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. I mean, Klinger? But we left him splayed out over there. Huh? Wait, he's gone?
Damn it.
Is Gallica a better companion than Aminazako? Oh, that's a good comparison, Christian. So far, so good. I think that she's less annoying. Aminazako is very tsundere-ish, which some people like, but it's kind of annoying in a companion. Gallica actually she can, and is uplifting and like tries to defend you when people are being racist to you or whatever. So far she's a better companion, yeah. And she doesn't have like a squeaky high-pitched voice that I was worried she would have as like a pixie or a fairy.
No.
Even B. He has no one left, I wager. He was bluffing about sealing the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Lewis as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either, after what he said to us. I have no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone else would be dead in here. I'm going to be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Protagonists in Gallica can see more in Dungeons and Towns. Interact with him to take a moment, read your novel, and transport to academia. Use that to see what level other players were at and what party formation they use. While clearing the dungeon you are challenging. When selecting information to review, you can also change your party formation to reflect on other players. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is the online functionality. I figured it would just be as simple as like checking what other people did. Made it, but I think it really got one over on us, huh? Yeah. Seems like some people did some extra grinding or whatever. Level 8s, 9s. Okay. Let me drop a save here. I wonder if I should go back and grind a bunch. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. Because can you even go back at this point? Yeah, it looks like it. Not sure if there's any enemies down here, though, to, like, grind up levels against, though. One way to check, I guess. I know, I don't want to spend a ton of time grinding today. We'll probably spend some time doing so tomorrow once I've actually finished the demo. It'll be something to do for a couple hours, but... Okay. Just checking. I don't think I left any items behind when I was going through here earlier. There'll probably be a chance to grind up levels and stuff later. Might do that over the week here. I don't want to do too much is the thing, because then, like, when we get to the actual game, it'll be, like, super anticlimactic. But it would be good probably to have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to levels and XP and stuff when going into the base game, just so we can get through some of the early story a bit faster. He didn't have the troops to secure the entrance and exit. Thinking about it now, I should have seen right through his bluff. It's my duty to protect you in Gallica. I regret to admit my judgment is dulled, and so I failed you both. We're not children. You're right. I suppose now I'm the one who is being told what to do when it comes to fighting. Time to rely on that power of yours. I'll leave you to lead the battle. If we can get past this point, we'll soon find the road to Grand Trad. We can't be late for the royal funeral. Let's hurry. Damn it. Can't let Klinger get away. Let's be patient for now.
Yeah.
You're right. We don't have time for distractions. Above all, the mission is our priority right now. We must reach Grand Trad before the royal funeral. Besides, if Lewis is the mastermind behind all this, there's only one thing for me to accomplish.
Oh, definitely.
He must be assassinated. I will do everything I can to make that happen. I'll continue to count on you. According to reports, at least not in the demo, not clear if the full game will have romance options through the bond system. I'm guessing not, because I'm guessing that the romance, if there is a romance path for the MC, it's kind of defined by the plot rather than by, like, hanging out with people. Because unlike in the Persona games where you are the main character, there's a clear separation between the MC and the player character. Like, it does a fourth wall break towards the start of the demo and says, hey, put in your name. Don't worry, you'll name the main character later. So there's, like, a clear delineation between you as the player and the actual character that you're guiding. So can auto rebellion and apt people stack? Yes. But I think crit rate only stacks up to a certain point. Like, there's a max crit chance you can get in Persona 3 Reload, but I can't remember what it is. So it's usually not worth running both crit amp and crit boost unless you're really min-maxing. But even then, you might be running up against the max crit chance, if I remember correctly. I'd have to, like, go back and look at people who had have dug through the stuff. That was nearly it for me. Sorry you got dragged into all this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs. If it helps. Right. Considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I can see why Klinger stooped to using hostage as bait, worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire tactic against your like. I'm heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? Best turn back now if so. Something nasty is in the air lately. The gelatinous jiggling around here, in there. They're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Tried chasing them away, but blades don't do much to them. Fire's the best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This plate's a right monster den these days. All I'm saying is, it's still a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed. King's funeral's upon us. We haven't time to look for other routes. Not much else we can do. But we should at least make sure we can use some magic. Okay, so I should swap over to Mage for the MC.
What now? I'll show you the essence of truth.
Since he should be able to use unlock or use fire magic. Okay, good thing I unlocked that for him then. I guess let's see about selling and buying. Sorry for involving him. It ain't your fault. Mining is dangerous to begin with, and they were doing it illegally. I knew something might like this might happen, and I'm just as guilty for helping them. I suppose things were destined to end this way. I should take the hint and close up shop. Yes, I've decided. If I'm quitting, then might as well go out with a bang. Even my secret stash is on sale now. I'm even clearing out my stock of weapons and armor, typically reserved for my regulars. Help me out and buy it and all, yeah? Ice chunk. Cures burns. Probably want 2 of those. Well, a few of those. They're not too expensive. Ron's machete. Okay. 2-handed bastard sword. Acacia rod. Probably want better armor, if anything. Let's grab that for the MC. Since it'll up his magic by 1, which will be useful. We'll grab that too, maybe? Interesting that equipment boosts stats. It's pretty obvious when you think about it, but not all games have that, obviously. Oh, you can buy multiple at a time and equip them to different people. Okay, good to know.
All right.
Looks like we're running out of money here. All right, that's probably fine for now. All right, let's save.
What now?
I guess one thing I could do is we could get towards the end of this dungeon, and then I could grind a little bit off stream before tomorrow. But yeah, I think probably getting close to the end of this dungeon will probably be a good point to leave off of for today. We'll go for like another half an hour or so. Music reminds me of Strange Journey. Yeah, with the choir and everything, yeah. And the chanting. I wouldn't go any farther if I were you. The mining area felt strange lately. Not just monsters, some dangerous magma crystal that mesmerized them. Or so the others claim. Thought it was mere superstition. By the way, it's not normal. Just be on your guard. Okay. But yeah, it does sound a lot like Strange Journey now that you mention it. Got a similar vibe to it. Interesting. I was wondering what the slime creatures would look like. What's this uncanny feeling in the air?
This place.
Magma here feels awfully dense, too. Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mining shaft. No different from the others.
That being the case,
Perhaps this is what the miner was talking about before? Perhaps something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assassinating Lewis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, or we'll have no time to rest until we're through here. Find the numbers and watch your health carefully. We clear? Okay, there's auto recovery. You can use skills automatically. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, finally! Finally! Not since Persona 3. The original Persona 3. Changing your weapon changes what attacks you do in the overworld. Oh, finally! Oh, see you later, Lorenzo. Thanks for hanging out. Not since the original Persona 3 have they done that.
Power of heroes. With one strike.
Okay, so they resist physical.
So I'll get some distance. Burn! Let's finish this!
You need to. Let's go. The blade. Held back too much.
But yeah, I'm very happy to see that they finally like allow the MC to equip different weapons and it changes what he does on the overworld. Huh, that's interesting. I didn't command him to do that. Is it an auto passive or something? To finish off like an enemy that's already like low on health or something? Maybe I'll have to look at his stuff later. Okay.
easier than expected. I think we're in the clear.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna grind this demo, this is probably the point in this game, in the demo, to do so. I can see what somebody said meant when they said that it kind of looks like Striker's gameplay in the overworld. It does kind of have that vibe to it, with how the attacks are like pretty area of effecty.
Warrior,
Like they have a pretty large radius on their attack
maybe not. Warrior,
on attacks.
slash it. Are you prepared? Two remaining.
Oh, nice crit.
Let's go. Hold up to the rear guard.
Blades ready, lads. One remaining. I can't afford to hold back.
Playing on hard, yeah.
Warrior, hack and slash.
I was gonna try the hardest difficulty, but they didn't let me, so I'm guessing it's like a new game plus difficulty or something.
By this power, burn!
Wanted to give the new battle system a real shake. I've regretted not playing on the hardest difficulty that I could when I played Persona 3 Reload, for example. Because I felt like especially with the DLC personas there, I didn't get a full appreciation for the battle system.
Trivial.
Okay.
Warrior,
Why do they have ball sacks? I know it's the Venom sack, but man, it sure is a ball sack, huh? It's locked till New Game Plus. Okay.
withdrawing, closing the distance. No holding back. One left.
Let's falling back. Come forth, royal
See how
soul.
fire damage does against them. Resist? Okay. Fair enough.
Let's go. Slash it. Go on, finish the job. I call upon royal power within.
Okay. Level up for them, see? I have not. No. I've just gotten to past the point of the night guy boss. The big fat guy. We just got past that point in like unlocking the ability to swap archetypes.
Don't get too relaxed.
But yeah, I'll probably try and do that at some point here.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
Well done. That was brilliant. Fine work.
Yeah, I'll probably try and defeat the dragon if I get the chance. It'd be a good thing to do once I get through most of the demo. Or like, if I want to go back and like grind a bit more before the main game comes out. I should keep an eye out for that thing's attack pattern. I really should have seen that coming. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Let's go. Maybe not.
Oh, that is not the right button. That is the... Why is there a screenshot button? Okay, whatever. Maybe I'll like unmap that so I don't accidentally press that.
Are you prepared? Trivial.
To the rear guard.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Falling back.
Sorry. I muscle memoried the item button from Persona 3 Reload since I was playing that last week. I didn't mean to hit the melee button. I meant to pull up the item screen. Oh well.
Warrior. Slash.
I'll have to
One remains. No hold.
muscle memory a different set of commands
It's okay.
when I get the
We
chance
can do
here.
this.
Although, actually, we should just punch here. Finish it off.
All right. Victory is ours.
That should do it.
They saw us.
Oh, sure.
Incoming.
Oh, that's right. You can restart fights in this game. Not used to that.
Watch out. You're barely holding it together.
Don't be careless. Here I go.
I really have to figure out how that phantom dance thing works.
Together.
I won't hold back.
Quick.
Go on, finish the job.
Now,
Are you prepared?
Attack. It'll hurt a lot.
Let's wrap this up.
I'll get some distance. Take it.
Oh, I'm burned too? That's annoying.
I can't give up now. I can't.
Oh, burn procs on getting attacked, not on your own turn. Interesting. I guess that makes sense, because that differentiates it from poison. Okay, so do... Okay, ailments persist between fights. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, hard mode's starting to take effect here. Although I gotta be a bit more careful about trying to get the advantage against those snakes. Okay.
Let's do this.
Right. Let's do this. I won't hold back.
Oh, I thought because we attacked from behind, we would automatically have the advantage there. Oh well.
Wrap this up. Falling back.
Looks like we don't have the skills to hit their weakness right now.
The next one's yours.
I can pass. Nice. I don't think the tutorials have told me about being able to pass turns yet, but I didn't notice it, so I went for it. That's nice.
No holding back.
I guess it makes sense because it's the press turn system, so makes sense that you'd be able to pass your turn for your allies. Okay. Blizzard, or Blizz rather. Same thing.
Let's push through.
I bet we'll find a use for that.
All right. How's that?
Very impressive.
Hey, we found something.
They saw us.
I admit, wrong guy.
Not good. I was all for naught if our way's blocked.
I don't like this.
That's not all either. I'm sensing Magla. The feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing. Like back at the fort.
Tell me.
Miss Ford, surely you don't mean... Yours a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's words are cause for concern. For now, we need to keep moving. Look closely, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through them if we go one at a time.
This is bad. No one's
They'll need more than this.
Oh, dang. That's a lot of turns. Nearby slimes also jumped into the fight, I guess.
What can I do?
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Okay.
Warrior. Slash it.
Oh, nice. We got a crit.
Not out of this yet.
Warrior. Are you prepared?
Stroll can't
I'll
take
get some
anymore.
distance.
Someone heal him.
By this power. Fire.
Oh, nice. The snakes are weak to ice.
Sword
Okay.
play comes as easily to me as breathing. Warrior. With one strike. Time to end this. Seemed the right move.
Not out of this yet. Here.
You're barely holding it together.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright, time to... At least if the MC dies or goes down, you don't automatically lose.
Warrior.
Still in a fight here.
Maybe not.
I was just gonna punch him to death, but then I remember slimes, so...
All yours.
Only two enemies left.
Let's go.
Stay sharp.
Burn.
Hit their weakness.
Are slimes weak to ice as well?
Nice dodge. Now
Oh,
they can
nice.
get you
So misses still cause you to lose 2 press turns. That's good to know.
They've sapped your defenses.
After you.
Now,
Warrior.
I'll cut you down.
Let come forth. Royal soul. Fire.
Okay. That was a little rough, but got through it.
The last of them for a while.
Still not used to attacking with a staff on the overworld. Oh, there's more places to pass through, it looks like, to get to treasure. Oh, these guys. Nice. That I actually will equip to somebody in a minute. Strength +2. Oh, I can... Oh, I see. Okay. Then yeah, I guess we'll give him that. That's fine. The more simplistic combos make more sense now for the MC. If you consider the fact that he can equip multiple different types of weapons. Oh, hello.
There are enemies around.
Sandworms are back. So if I go back, does it respawn enemies? Yes, it does. I can see the enemies on the minimap. Okay, I won't go and grind it out right now, but yeah. You know what? If my internet's having issues... Network functions off, please. My internet's already having issues with the stream. I should turn that off. Unironically, I think I did that during Persona 3 Reload too, where my internet was having issues and I turned off the network features of Persona 3 Reload and it helped a lot. Hopefully it'll help a little bit here too, because I've had some issues with the internet obviously today. Ah, shoot. Looks like I was on the edge of that hitbox. Strong enemy. I don't know what's weak to. It's level 11. Okay.
I'll show you the after the rear guard. Freeze.
Nice, it's weak to ice.
No holding back. Hack and slash.
No need to warrior. Over in your hand.
Let's go. Nice.
Ouch.
This should work.
Your guard's down.
Sword play. I won't hold back.
Vitus power.
You hit their weakness.
Now,
Was that unironically it? I think the internet has stabilized at least a little bit since I turned off the online features. I wonder if it's just constantly running in the background, like constantly making queries to a server somewhere. There's a decent chance of that. Yeah. Let's try this retry feature. Looks like you can do it infinitely, which is interesting. Of course, some battles might just be impossible. But at least now, for example, I know what its weaknesses are and stuff.
I call upon royal power within.
No need to rush. It's in your hands.
Grievous' guard is down.
Let's try this.
Thanks.
That helped. Swordplay comes as easily to me. That's one strategy.
Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
Now, warrior.
Blades ready, lads. Take it.
Joel's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Too many trapped out here. We've got to get back on track, or this will get ugly.
If Alright, try one more time. That's a good start.
The power of heroes.
Only thing I worry about is that this really encourages RNG re-rolling. So until you get like a miss at the start of a fight or something. Okay, so you can skip through animations. That's good. That's going to help a lot over the long term of playing the game.
Now, what's the play? Here!
That helped.
My thanks. Sword any means necessary.
I'll show you the act. Let's go. Nice.
I call upon royal power within!
Let's go. The blade! Sword, finish the job.
Ah, unfortunate. Okay, let's do this then. Let's see if we can just run away instead.
Grius' guard is down. They're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold.
Caught up, have we?
There's no way out of this. Too many people knocked out here. We've got to get back on track.
Ah,
Ugly.
okay. So is there an autosave when you come into a new area? That'll be interesting to see. Okay, I'll have to watch out for those worms. Yeah, so it just takes us back here. At least we didn't lose much progress or anything.
My archetype's abilities feel stronger.
Oh, nice, you got a new skill. I'll have to check what that is later. Okay, so I'll have to keep an eye out for the worms for right now.
I say grab it. We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, it's chasing after us.
Nice.
Could be useful.
Mining uniform. Can be purified at church. Interesting. So, I mean, maybe it could become better equipment if it's purified at a church? Oh, and we have a captain's uniform. Interesting. Looks like equipment also has a rarity system going on based off the icons.
Let's push through. How's that?
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
I wonder if items respawn as well.
Nobody here to lay claim to. So it's yours. Well done.
Oh, shoot.
We'll hold our ground.
Got a mix of enemies here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay.
Guards down.
No!
What new skill did you get? Oh, passive. Okay.
I'll cut you down! Moment of truth!
Blades ready, lads. Warrior! The blade! Keep pressing it!
Some rear guard. Nice.
You hit their weakness.
I shall vanquish evil!
That's one!
Good one, Stroll.
Watch out! You're barely holding it together.
Trivial.
You're barely
I
holding
won't
it together.
hold mine.
Gotta heal up quick.
Not this one.
Grius' guard
I
is
won't hold
down.
back. Burn.
You hit their weakness.
In the name of justice! They die hard!
Your guard's
No
down.
need to rush after you.
Nate. Fire.
Okay.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless.
Right, I have dodge roll. I gotta remember that.
Let's push through.
Did it!
A fine job.
I think we're in the clear.
Come on. Incoming.
Still have not been able to get the advantage on those snakes.
I call upon royal power within. 3 remaining.
Nice, got lucky with the crit there. Oh, got unlucky with the miss there.
Freeze.
You hit their weakness!
Now, what's the warrior? 2 remaining.
Not bad.
So we know at least that buffs can stack up to at least 3.
Only 2 enemies left! Stay sharp!
Warrior, with one strike. One
Reyes
remaining.
has this handled.
Okay, let's go. Nice.
You hit their weakness!
Why does his
Fight to us
MC's... The MC saying ice sounds like early 2000s Sonic.
Gotta aim better than that!
Trivial.
I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Wounded? Can anyone heal him?
Any means necessary.
Okay.
Not bad. You did it.
Strength is only what you make of it. I still have much to learn.
Okay.
We found
Here
something.
we go.
What now?
I kind of want to go back and either get more healing items or see if sorry, or see if it auto heals us if we go back. Yeah, either way, I should go back and heal up.
This is bad. They're onto us.
Oh, I went the wrong way. See that room over there? The magla feels less dense there than compared to the rest of the place. Oh, this is literally a safe room? Okay. That's so. I don't feel anything.
What?
I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the magla hollows out just for that room. Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magla. It's safe to assume that Gallica's no exception.
How about a break?
Maybe we can find some rest in there? Why don't we head inside? Not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing. Is this literally a safe room from Persona 5? This does seem like an ideal place to rest. Just wondering why the magla's thinner in here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. There is a varying intensity to the magla that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room. Magla hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here. Magla hollow seems a good term as any, and all the better if the Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magla when the area around is flooded with this stuff.
All right.
Beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. Yeah, so it's literally a safe room from Persona 5. Okay. Alright. Fine. Let me go ahead and make a save then. Actually, I have to use the bathroom, so now's a good chance to do that. Let me go do that real quick, and I will be right back. So, I will be right back. Oh, jeez. Sorry about the bot while I was gone. Okay.
Still, though.
Town's just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The Magla is really dense too. Never imagined it would be this dangerous.
True.
Indeed, it's nothing like we were told. Curious, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through.
Then...
So you're saying these monsters are a result of this thick Magla? Well, if there's another reason for it, well, if there is a reason for it, I can only assume the working of Magla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Oh. Hey, buddy.
Pardon? Now then.
Not too expensive for healing items. Still, armor and stuff gets kind of expensive.
Thank you.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
I want to see if leaving the dungeon resets health and MP a minute. Saw something shiny and thought it might be an item, but it's just
Nice work.
part of the ground.
Push through.
Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. Fair enough. Still, as long as you're winning enough, you can conserve enough HP and MP, probably. To keep buying, like, at least healing items. And you can insta-kill random enemies for more money as well. In the overworld. I wonder if it's a decent tactic to keep grinding up these enemies here, since you can respawn them pretty quickly, and then go in and insta-kill them. That's only if you're really min-maxing this first area because of the demo. Speaking of, yeah, I need to start thinking about getting ready to wrap it up here. Let's see if we can get a little bit past the safe room. I'm guessing that a little bit past the safe room is like the first boss or something. And then maybe we'll do the first boss tomorrow. Or a boss, I guess, not the first one, but... Kind of reminds me of breaking the crystals in Tartarus, where you like run up and like use an attack to get some free stuff. Well, some items or whatever. In this case, you're actually getting XP and everything, though, so it's a little bit more valuable than was in Persona 3 Reload. Oh, can I get through? There we go. Yeah. For example, his warrior thing just ranked up, even though we didn't actually get into a fight. Okay, so getting all turned around here.
They saw us.
Enemies seem fairly easy to run past if you're trying to, but doesn't matter too much since if you don't do any fights, then you're gonna be under-leveled for the next boss anyway. I just wanted to save real quick.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Wait a second.
Got it?
Not yet. I think here's a good place to leave off of for today. I'll go grind against some enemies earlier on, and then I'll get ready for the boss. Well, I mean, I just saved, so it's whatever. Yeah. Oh, hello. Persona 5 music. Yeah, I think there's a good place to call it for today. And then tomorrow we can do that boss and keep pushing forward. So far, pretty happy with the game. I'm hoping that combat will get more interesting and you'll have more options in terms of, like, skills and jobs and all that as we go along. But I imagine that'll happen. But yeah, so far, it does feel like a game made by the Persona devs, I will say that. It feels a lot like Persona 5 in some ways. I just hope that the story is better, and I'm hoping that the game will distinguish itself from Persona. I hope it won't just be a game made by the Persona devs in a fantasy setting. I hope it'll be more than that. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about playing some more of the game. So I will see you here tomorrow for that. Probably finish out the demo, and I guess we'll try and grind up to kill that dragon. Since apparently there's a dragon that's in the demo that is possible to beat, but hard to beat. So that should be fun. Should be a good challenge while we wait for the full game to come out. So that'll probably happen on... Or that will happen on Thursday, so I'll probably... Yeah, stream that on Friday. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with more of the game. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend and everything. Thanks for everybody for hanging out and everything. Had a lot of newer people in today. We got the raid. That was fun. We'll see you tomorrow. But, in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. See you guys.